Sagittarius, I'm going to do your reading. I've been having the hardest time doing readings. I've now re-recorded Cancer's reading 3 times, or at least attempted. I'm going to let it go. I'm just going to let it go. So this is going to be for Sagittarius. You are not alone. Whatever it is that you are doing right now, you are in good company, is what I want to say. You may have, you're not alone trying to rescue, like in a rescue attempt. I feel like you could be reflecting on having rescued or needing to have rescued or did rescue something, somebody. There's a reflection here in the water, and I'm just seeing the number 13 to the number 16 here. So, what can you tell us about Sagittarius? One Ring Circus is coming out. This is 16 to 15. So it's something about like, you know what kind of solitude you would like to have. You're trying to rescue this kind of One Ring Circus clown show that you have playing out in front of you, and you're like, what is the point of this? Because it isn't even like, it's like they look like scary clowns, okay? So you're like, this isn't even entertaining. It's not Halloween. What is the point of this? And it isn't to say that, like, you know, other people aren't enjoying it or whatever. It's just to say that for you personally, you don't really see like the point of rescuing a one ring circus. You're like, this is one elephant with one person on it, on one rock, one stone, standing there. I don't know, just being a gargoyle or a statue. Yeah, here's wide open. I don't know why when I said statue, it came through that like you want to amend something, or like there's a statue or some kind of, you know, if we were to look at like the Constitution, if we wanted to amend someone else's Constitution, we would, someone's Constitution is their attitude or their comportment, the way that they think, the way that they operate, the way that they function. Okay, that's what's wide open here. But it's on this island of a, look, it's very much an island. This is like a floating island with a waterfall. And then there's a stone that this elephant is just standing on. These places are wide open, but I just did a reading actually for Cancer about trying to get to this island. There's something you may be dealing with a Cancer, Sag, but it's something about like you might feel that you've got wide open spaces, but in reality, you're still on a one ring circus, just like this one. Look at her. Her stone might be a tiny bit bigger, but she's still standing there with her arms open, sure. But she's still on a rock by herself. There's something about like wherever you go, there you are. And that needing to be really important right now. Wherever you go, there you are. It's something, the reflection in the water and the actual upside down that's grounded right here is all laid out for you. There's something about that that's open for interpretation. This is the Map Shifters deck, and I do have Peaks of Joy in the reverse over here. It's like whatever was it's not making you happy to be stuck alone. Maybe you're the only one that's happy or the only one that's unhappy at this Peak of Joy. Maybe it's like, you know, peekaboo, and you didn't really like the clown festival that was going on around you. You know, that's the feeling. So you're going to remap it out. And you're going to do it in a way that keeps your options open, but doesn't isolate you like this. All 3 of these cards have somebody on an island all by themselves. This is you reflecting on that. The 3 islands that you could visit. Let's just say islands that start with B, right? Bali, eat, love, pray. Belize, like Barbados, Bahamas, Somewhere way out in the boondocks. That's all I know. Oh my God. There comes Peaks of Joy again in the reverse. Do you see how you must figure out a way for you to stop doing this. Okay. I don't know if this is like, I'm also seeing a rock skipping across the face of a lake or the surface of a lake. It's just, there's something about it, like you can see it, but you can't get to it. If that makes sense. You cannot, I don't know what this is, Sagittarius, but it kind of seems like you're looking out for something. You're waiting for something to arrive, and it's just, look, this balloon has a lookout. She's looking at that pillar. There's something about it that you're struggling with here. Yeah, you can't heal the ouch. There's something about you being isolated, singled out, or maybe you're doing this to someone else. This is heal the ouch. It's at the top of the deck. I'm just gonna put it there. And I don't think you did this alone. Like, you're not the only one that needs to heal an ouch. This rescuing of the One Ring Circus being wide open, it's your opportunity to rescue yourself, is what I'm getting. I don't know if what you're doing right now has isolated you, has made you feel isolated, has somehow singled you out, being that One Ring Circus. There's no emotion. Yeah, you're not taking into consideration what's in the water, or you don't know. Or maybe that's like the part of the ouch is the emotional waters, the emotional depth. Yeah, look, here's heal the ouch, and the mountain is right underneath it with cleaning house. It's something about you needing to like rescue yourself from being the soloist. If you've ever seen that before, it's with Jamie Foxx, Robert Downey Jr. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. Yeah, this is Stormy in the reverse. So this is like rescuing yourself from feeling that way. In that movie, I'll just tell you, recap since I mentioned it. Basically, Jamie Foxx is a really great violinist, but he's also got schizophrenia, and it makes him unable to perform in front of huge crowds of people. It's very, very, very much a challenge for him to do that because he gets so flustered. That's the type of cleansing that needs to happen. Maybe you're not seeing how much someone has been flustered by something that you've done. Or maybe someone isn't seeing how flustered you are because of something that they've done. But somebody, I kind of am feeling like this is something that was intentional. Someone was put in a tower, told to be a tenant there, and then completely deprived. It's like deprivation tanks for your senses, right? I don't know why Stranger Things is coming to mind too, but this is the way that I'm sure 11 felt. Was very much isolated. She'd been separated from her family on purpose because of lies that the government wanted to tell, and then put through experiment test after test after test after test after test, where they're asking her to hurt people, harm herself, or make stuff happen that is not natural. They're trying to rupture her. That's another movie about torture of a woman until she ruptures and literally becomes something else mentally, because it's like forcing someone to have a mental break. Okay? You can take a mental break, like just go outside and enjoy some quiet time or something. You could do that without having to hurt each other. There doesn't have to be an ouch involved, but first you have to get to the point where you're not hurting people emotionally in order to gain popularity or not be alone. It's almost like you know how a bully will think that if they bully someone, then they might be more popular or they get credit from their other friends who are also kind of bullies. That's the feeling that's kind of coming through here. And I'm not accusing you of being a bully, Sagittarius. I'm saying you could be having this sentiment towards someone else, or someone else could have this sentiment towards you. Just as a heads up. Just as a heads up. Yeah, there's something like this is a waterfall, so there is no stormy waters. There's not going to be like a hurricane near a waterfall. A waterfall results from a stream or a river or something that runs through it, right? That's not going to be like a, oh my God, we're going to go sailing. No, if you take a ship sailing on that, you're going to die. And so is everyone else as soon as you go over that cliff. Waterfalls are not meant for ships. The waterfall wins every time. It's like small dogs chasing cars. The car wins every time. Yeah. Something about that. It's like cleansing out your mindset so you don't do that. Don't do that. Don't try to like, I don't know. Don't try to skip a step while you're healing the ouch. Because if you don't think through it and you're like, I'm just going to take my canoe and go rafting down this white water rapid. Is it your rapid? Is it your river? Is it your shipwreck that's about to happen as a result of the clown show? Because I think you're not going to be very thankful for having tried to use a boat to go over the edge of a waterfall. And like, just a moment here. There's a lot of energy of like ominous right now. And that's this one ring circus coming out with the death. You're like, no, I'm not gonna be married to myself. Why do I have to be married? And what makes you think if I wanted to get married, I couldn't? What makes you think if I was married, I would let